Creative Magic Club. What's up? This is Sarah Mack and welcome to Creative Magic Club. Together, we'll discover inspirational stories of creative entrepreneurs living out their dreams, doing the work they are most passionate about, and building wealth in magical and fun ways. While building a six-figure income as a writer and coach, helping other women to launch their dream businesses, I've connected with so many incredible people and seen it proven again and again that you can thrive financially doing whatever it is you are passionate about. I am here to share life-changing strategies for mindset, making money, and reaching more people with your work in a business and life filled with creativity, freedom, and fun. Hi, welcome to this week's episode of Creative Magic Club with me, your host, Sarah Mack. And this is a very special episode. I'm so excited to share this with you today because it is the 1-year anniversary of this very podcast, Creative Magic Club. I didn't even realize that until I saw my friend Charlene this weekend, who was my guest on the very first episode on how to get a book deal. And the reason she remembered was because it was her birthday. And so now I'm like, great, you can remind me when my podcast anniversary is every year. So I wanted to celebrate by sharing with you something that I'm really proud of, which is the fact that this podcast only takes me 1 hour a week. And I love doing it. And I've been very consistent. I believe this is episode 48 or 49. So I've published an episode almost every week for the past year. And it's been such an incredible experience for me. So I'm going to share my exact podcast publishing process with you so that you can keep it simple, get your valuable content out there, build an audience, and have so much fun doing it. So if you are thinking about starting a podcast or you already have one, but you want to spend way less time on it and for it to be very streamlined and easy and fun, you're going to want to take lots of notes. So my tip for your podcast is really, this is how I started it. I put zero thought into starting my podcast. It was literally an inspired idea. I'd already been interviewing many of my entrepreneur friends in my Facebook group, the Big Creative Fun community. And I kind of realized I was already doing a podcast, which is how a lot of my things in my business tend to unfold. I was kind of already doing it. And I just decided to take it to the next level and make it even more official. So this was really born out of inspiration about and a passion for and a love for speaking to creative women entrepreneurs, doing things in their own way, making money in unique and really badass and interesting and fun ways, and sharing their stories with you so that it can inspire you and just provide you with so much evidence that whatever you're passionate about, you can make it work, you can turn it into a business, you can have the freedom that you desire to experience in your life and your business and your work. And there are 1,000,001 ways to do that, which we have seen from all of the incredible guests that I have spoken to on many, many different topics, from money, lots of money mindset, lots of stories of creative entrepreneurship, mindset, spirituality, manifestation, and marketing, and lots of taking care of our health and well-being, and cultivating inspirational and empowering relationships with each other within our community. So, and I have to announce, for a long time, Charlene's episode on how to get a book deal was the number 1 episode, but it has recently been surpassed by the episode I did with Jen Dalton on toxicity and female relationships. So those have been the top 2 most popular ones for a while now. Definitely check them out if you haven't listened to them already. So I'm going to share with you exactly how I create my podcast consistently every week in just 1 hour per week. And it costs me just under $150 a month to run with my team, because obviously I don't take all of the steps. I do have the support of my incredible team, who I'm estimating work for approximately 2 to 4 hours each week on publishing my podcast. And I do publish in video, so that obviously does take extra time. I publish to YouTube. But if it was audio, it would take even less time than that. So it's very affordable. It's very valuable assistance. And I have so much fun doing this. And actually creating this podcast, even though this was never my explicit intention, it was really something born out of pure inspiration for wanting to add value to my audience. It has actually been driving hundreds of visitors to my website, which has been going up and up and up over the past year. So I want to share my exact process with you if you're interested in having a really fun, simple strategy for running a podcast to reach more people, to nurture your audience, and to attract and magnetize more dream clients into your audience for your business. So this is my process. Number one, I message a guest. If I'm going to do a guest interview, which now I would say half of my episodes are guest interviews and half of them are solo shows, which was something that I just started doing in more recent months. So I will send them a Calendly link with a link to the Zoom meeting that I record all of my episodes on as a built-in preset that automatically goes out to them as a reminder for our meeting time. I set out a time block of around 45 minutes. I usually shoot between 15 and 30 minutes. And Calendly has the option to send out an automated confirmation email with all of the details that they need to email to me before our recording session. So I asked them to send me a short bio, a headshot, any links to their stuff that they would like me to share. And it explains the process so they know exactly what to expect. I tell them that I shoot video. I ask them to have as much light as possible, as much natural light as possible, and to have a good mic if possible. Then I ask them 2 questions on the show and really just go with the flow from there. So the first question I ask is, tell us your story and how you got to doing the work that you do today. And then the other question I ask is, what is the main message on your heart that you wish more people knew? And so I will prime my guests to, I'll let them know they can talk about whatever they want to talk about, whatever is on their heart, to just go with the flow and trust that whatever comes up is perfect. And, to speak obviously to their ideal client. And if they want to share stories that connect very explicitly to their work, which naturally it does when I ask those questions, and then they can feel free to promote something at the end of the episode as well. So that's the very simple framework, and I will just intuitively go with the flow and really just ask whatever things I get curious about during our conversation. So we shoot for 15 to 30 minutes. I don't edit, and I tell them that at the beginning because technically my team edit, but I shoot with the intention to not have to edit because I know how as soon as you make a cut, it just adds more work to the process. And so I tell them no starting or stopping. If you feel like you've made a mistake, doesn't matter. Just be natural, just be yourself and go with the flow. And so I'm not about being all perfect and having perfect sound and having it all edited in a fancy way because I know that takes so much extra time. And then once it's recorded, right after we hop off the call, I will open up a Google Doc and jot down ideas for a title based on the topic of the conversation that we just had. Then I will write out a brief summary to include in social media posts when I'm promoting the episode and in email copy. Then I upload the audio and the video files into its own folder in my interview folder in my Google Drive. And then I'll go into the file and pick a time code for the clip that we're going to use to promote the episode. So how I do this, I will randomly pick a spot on the timeline and listen until I hear, a good minute or 59 seconds is what you can post as a reel on Instagram, which is how I post them now because reels tend to get more views than IGTVs. And then so I pick a clip that kind of summarizes the focus of the episode, preferably focused on personal story. So it's unique and it helps people to create connection with the guest. Then I will put the links that the guest sent me in the Google Doc. I will include their headshot in the folder. and I will copy and paste their bio into the Google Doc. So that's pretty much the work that I do each week. That can take me anything, depending on how long the episode is, from like half an hour to 45 minutes. So really it's actually under 1 hour. Then, so I keep this is my starred folder. One of my starred folders on my Google Drive is the interview folder. So for every new interview, I'll create a new folder. I'll title it CMC, which is Creative Magic Club. And it started at 01, 02, and now it's all the way up to, like 49. And I will share the link directly to that folder into a task in Asana, which then alerts my team that that's ready for them to work on. So this next stage of the process is what I have help with from my incredible team. So we have Diana, and she helps me with SEO and editing. So she will pick an SEO title for the episode. And what I mean by that is she uses a keyword search tool to find a title that is SEO optimized, which means search engine optimized. And we do this to help with Google rankings for our website. We haven't actually checked to see if we're getting organic search, but I like using SEO titles regardless, because SEO titles are optimized because they include keywords that people are genuinely searching for. So by picking a title that just includes popular search terms, I have noticed that it does get more clicks when I use these titles when I share on social media also. It just means it's words that people identify with that allow them to find topics that they're already actively searching for. And also it helps with when we upload it as a YouTube video as well. And then Sophia, who helps me with graphic design and social media management, she then creates the graphics using the title. She'll create a graphic and so we have templates in Canva. So she'll just pop the template in. She'll pop the headshot in of the guest. For the Instagram story snippet, which has moving sound waves, which we upload with an audio clip. And then she creates a square graphic for the Instagram feed, as well as a YouTube thumbnail. Once the graphics are done, Diana then edits the audio and uploads it to Libsyn, Libsyn, which is around $15 to $20 a month. And that automatically populates it to all of the other channels like iTunes and Stitcher and Spotify, where you can listen to my podcast. She then uploads the video to YouTube with the graphic, the thumbnail graphic, and the SEO title, and copying the text that I wrote into the description with any links and anything like that as well. And then she creates the video clip, which will go onto my Instagram feed on publication day. And she creates another story snippet formatted for Instagram story. So those are the main content pieces. And then once those are done, Sophia uploads the copy to my blog with a link to the YouTube video, or she embeds the YouTube video with the copy and the text that I wrote. Then she copy and pastes the text into SmarterQueue, which is my social media scheduler, which is around $15 to $19 a month, I believe. And then she'll schedule the promo post to go out with the video snippet onto my Facebook business page, my Facebook group, and my Instagram feed, as well as the snippet for Instagram story. And she manually posts it to my Instagram personal page. She'll tag the guests to connect to any of their socials on each platform. And then she'll put the link to my site, to the web page that is hosting that particular episode, into the comments. So then the same text is added to an email template and scheduled to go out to my email list as well. Everything goes out Thursday, 9 a.m. most days, unless we're running late. I'm really not precious about the publishing schedule. We're pretty successful in going out every day by 9 a.m. on Thursday. And she will also schedule to go out. I've written a template email, which goes out to my guest with a link. She'll add the link to the Google Doc with all of the social media graphics for them to then share with people on their networks. She will also send a message to them on Instagram, sharing the post so that they can share it with their audience too. So Libsyn automatically uploads it to Stitcher, iTunes, Spotify, and a bunch of other places that you set up once, and then it automatically publishes in all places. And this drives hundreds of visitors to my website. And it's been gradually increasing month after month after month, which is actually what I love about creating a podcast, because it's evergreen content. And as soon as somebody discovers one episode, then they start listening to all the others as well. So people are listening to my podcast every single day now, which is really, really exciting to me. We check the download stats about once per month. And we also look at the top performing titles to see what topics people are most interested by. And at the beginning, how I worked this process out was I literally just listed out every single task that needed to happen. And I created a task in Asana. And then I assigned each task to either myself or my team members. Now it runs like clockwork and everybody knows exactly what to do. So we don't really follow the tasks anymore. We don't have any kind of fancy schedule. I don't block create content. I literally just do one a week. And just go with the flow. It takes me an hour, so it's really not that hard for me to fit into my schedule. If I haven't organized a guest, I'll just do a solo show. Sometimes I book a bunch of guests in at one time, and then we get ahead of schedule for a little bit. And if I really can't make one happen, I don't stress about it. But it's been, I'm almost at 50 episodes now, so we've been pretty successful at almost every week, and it's been very manageable, very, very easy to maintain, and very, very fun. And it's been very easy for me to get guests on because I know so many incredible women entrepreneurs and creatives in my community. And one thing I started doing is asking guests also if they knew anyone who would be really great for me to interview. So other guests have sent me other people outside of my network who I never knew about. And I've met so many incredible women this way. And I absolutely love it as a way to make new connections in my community and create incredible value for both of our audiences at the same time. And I'll do solo shows a couple days sometimes before it goes out. So it's really no stress. It's no pressure. It's nothing fancy. And it's super valuable content for my audience and for my guests. And most importantly of all, it's so much fun, which is a win-win-win on all of the boxes. And I didn't really see this until after I had started running it, which is just the beauty of running with your intuition and your inspired ideas. It was never like a super thought out strategic decision. But once I started doing it, I saw how incredibly strategic and supportive it has been for my business. And I love that it's evergreen and that the views just go up and up and up every single month. Right now, we've had 1,475 downloads. People are listening every single day, and we had 445 downloads in the past month, which is so exciting to me. So if you have any questions about starting your own podcast, please reach out. I think it's such an incredible medium to share your stories and create valuable content for people who, get so much value from being able to hear what you have to say. And if you would like help finding team and would like me to connect you to the company that I use, please feel free to send me an email at sarah@withsarahmac.com to ask for the VA referral. And if you would like to learn more about how to position your marketing strategically to fill your audiences with dream clients that are the perfect fit for your offers, please download my free PDF post template to magnetize dream clients, which will guide you through exactly how to share your story in a way that attracts perfect fit, ready to buy clients into your inbox, ready to sign up for your offers. You can also find it under the freebies tab on my website. So I hope that you have got so much value from this process. I hope that you will run with it and go and create a super amazing, fun podcast. And please tell me about it if you do. Thank you so much for watching and listening. See you next week. Bye. For more inspirational content, head over to my website withsarahmac.com and please support the show by liking, commenting, and subscribing.